Hangin INTI HQ. I am your host, Andrew Singleton, a producer here at INTI CREATES. We're out here today, this late morning in Chiba, Japan, where our headquarters are located. So I want to do some introductions before we get started. If this is your first time tuning in, it's not been so regular lately, so we'll get reacquainted. So yeah, I'm Andrew, the producer here at INTI CREATES. I oversee a lot of the English production, a lot of the various day-to-day tasks that require English, and then also lots of overseas work, like going to shows like we had recently. And today, here with me today, we have...
Hey there, I'm Ryan Thompson. I am the localization director, mainly in charge of like pretty much all the in-game text, all that sort of stuff. Just getting that all done in English for you guys to make sure you can have a good time playing all of our wonderful games, pretty much. And then also helping out with shows and stuff like that as well, now and then. Shows, pretty much.
Yeah, so we, this is our first show after PAX East we went to just last month, where we showed off Card on CL for the first time, which was very exciting. Before we jump into talking about games today, let's take it easy, get reacquainted a little bit. So what have you been up to recently?
Playing video games pretty much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything good you've been playing?
So I recently finished a certain game that I was convinced would be the greatest game of all time, and then kind of let me down at the end. I'll refrain from saying the name so I don't disappoint anyone or get anyone's expectations skewed. How about you?
Yeah, I know you were talking about that. You were afraid it was gonna let you down and end up.
Yeah, I had a couple of friends who were playing it around the same time as me, and then obviously since we had to go to PAX, I had to stop in the middle. And then while we're at PAX, they're just like, nah, this ain't it, bro. And I was like, oh!
That's always so disappointing. They get you right at the end.
Yeah.
Like, no, not like this. But
yeah,
for me, I had to move right after I got back from PAX. So pretty big house move. Moved the whole family into a new place. Still kind of unpacking. Like it's just every week, it's like a new task to unpack stuff, get something new that we need, or something like that. So like this weekend, I am going to be receiving IKEA furniture. Get a new shelf, and they're also going to take away all of our empty cardboard boxes. It's very exciting.
Moving up in the world there.
Yeah, it's hopefully going to be semi-permanent, so just don't have to do this again for a long while.
Yeah.
Then I can finally get back to like playing some games or something. Just like all the free time going into house upkeep and. Yeah,
I mean that's what happens when you get on the property ladder, I guess.
Yeah.
No more renting.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. It's a purchase. So if anything breaks, I gotta fix it. Because we have a year warranty. So if it's gonna break, make it the next year, please. I don't have to deal with it. But yeah, so today though, we're gonna be back here talking about Umbraclaw, which is our new action platform, if you believe it or not. It's coming out May 30th, so we're all 5 weeks away?
Almost something like that, yeah.
Almost exactly 5 weeks away. So in this game, you'll play as a feline recently passed away and stuck into the soul plane where she's trying to return home. It's a bit of a dark theme, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if anybody hasn't seen the game yet, I have the trailer ready for you. So let's take a look at the latest Umbraclaw trailer.
One cat must break the cycle of life and death. Lost in a world after death, Kuon desperately searches for a way back to her owner. To a mere mortal cat, any lurking danger can mean a swift end. However, with the power of Anima Revive, find hope in death. Each time Kuon dies, she'll revive with a new animal ability to tackle the dangers before her. Yet repeating this process will take its toll on Kuon. changing her body into a humanoid form, honed for combat. Will the cat inside transform along with it? Adventure through the stunning twisted underworld and follow the story to a multitude of endings. Can Kuon reunite with her owner in the real world before her 9 lives run out? Cats have 9 lives. INTI Creates presents a new action revival, Umbraclaw. Available May 30th, 2024. INTI Creates.
All right, so that is a look at Umbraclaw, where you play as Kuon, who is adventuring through the Soul Plane, a very treacherous, limbo-like underworld, so she can return to her master. So today I want to introduce a couple of the new bosses you'll be encountering in Umbraclaw. I think last time we talked about Alice and Galveston. We showed them off a little bit, but today we're going to start with Stuart. So Stuart is, we'll look at his picture up here in a second, but he's a lyrebird who has fallen into, has died and kind of transformed into in the soul plane. If you're not familiar with a lyrebird, which I wasn't super familiar with myself, but they're well-known birds for imitating certain sounds in their environment. So his ability revolves around that, so he can actually not only imitate the sounds of other things, even inanimate objects, he can bring them to reality into the soul plane. It's quite an interesting ability. So he's kind of enjoying his power trip a little bit.
A little bit too much even.
Yeah, as we'll see. He definitely is not looking to leave the soul plane anytime soon. And then English, so we had our English voice actor is Reese Bridger for Stuart here. So we'll get to hear his lovely performance today. And in addition to Stuart, we also have Moena, who is another one of the fearsome bosses you'll encounter. Maybe not so fearsome, this one. So she is I don't know if she's a particular kind of lizard. I think it's just not specified, but a lizard who had died and taken in a wayward soul in the soul plane and transformed. She doesn't take well to fighting, and she actually more spends her time running away from all the beasts and nasties and fiends in the soul plane. So she's a bit of a different taste than some of the other bosses, I think. And Kimberly Cochran has given her voice to Moena, and she did a fantastic job. We'll get to hear a bit of her performance today too. Interestingly enough, both of today's bosses, our English voices, were from the UK.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, it just worked out that way. I think it's really cool. I think a lot of times we like to get them to provide a natural accent if we can, if it fits the character. And so I think in Umbraclaw, it's the underworld. Like, obviously, the animals and people across the entire world, everybody dies, right? So.
I see what you're saying. You're just trying to say the UK is like the underworld. I mean, I don't blame you.
Is that, you're not putting words in my mouth. But yeah, you can get a large variety of different voices and types in there. So I think we'll enjoy hearing I think pretty close to their natural accents they gave us on those performances, which is pretty neat. But yeah, I want to just dive right into the gameplay here. We'll get started and show off a little bit. I think if you have a Switch, there's a demo now available, which is really exciting. We wanted to get people an early chance to check out the game, so it came out like last week, I think. So a full 6 weeks or so of demo before the game comes out. I think we just really feel like it's a game that we want people to try out first, because it's a little bit hard to explain, I think. The fact that you start off as this weak, not exactly a kitten, but essentially a cat, exactly a cat. You know, you have no attacks, you can just dodge. And like, what does that mean as far as gameplay goes? Like an action game where you don't fight things, right? But I think it's a really fun approach. Like you know, you have these obstacles, you just dash right through them to get where you need to go. And of course, you'll die as soon as any of them touch you, which is doesn't sound appealing, I guess. But I really enjoy the kind of gameplay loop of trying to get as far as you can as Kuon, the cat, before you die too many times and transform into Kuon, the human monster. Yeah, you'll notice this is the hub world. If you practicing a little bit to get these upgrades, I want to show off a few bit. Yeah, so you play the demo. You have this kind of world you can adventure around in a little bit to get into the stages where you'll fight the bosses. Oh.
I think I said this last time as well, but it's like the idea of dying in one hit sounds really brutal, but it's also a case of like it's kind of hard to do it when you're explaining the game while playing, but if you kind of like actually pay attention to your surroundings and stuff like that, it's more a case of just keeping an eye out for everything and just being careful.
Right, yeah, and definitely knowing what the enemies will do, speak very observant. Like these guys, like, I think I was practicing a little bit before the stream, and like, you know, like, okay, you notice they jump at you, like very suddenly they'll stick out their tentacles, they'll jab at you. And so like you'll want to like just like dash through them, and then they jump back. Right when you would have dashed through them, they just jump back at you and you'll just die. And yeah, they'll stick their arms to the ground. Like they're so nasty. But once you know what they're doing, you can actually get pretty far as feline Kuon. And there are definitely advantages to it. Like you get the secret passages, which will, you know, there are definitely upgrades that are hidden behind those secret passages. Which, you know, you'll definitely want. Because there are some big ones, like ones that give you extra life.
Yep, there we
go. Try to cut a little too close. Yeah. My first death. Oh, that's a good ability though. Get a double jump. Really helps for that platforming. I'm going the wrong direction. That's fine. Let's just explore a little bit. So yeah, we're watching the chat as much as we can while playing this very difficult video game. But Ryan will have his eye on it.
Yeah.
Help me out. If you have questions or anything you want to chat about, feel free. Ooh. We'll try not to get bodied too bad. We'll talk about a few of the mechanics of the game too. I think last time we talked about difficulty settings. You know, like the big idea behind the game is to escape the underworld before you die 9 times with your 9 lives intact. You know, the difficulty settings kind of determine how far your 9 lives will go, essentially. The default being that, you know, if you die over 9 times, I guess, in one stage you'll get sent back to the beginning. On the harder difficulty, you'll get sent back to the beginning of the chapter, which could send you like 4 stages behind. Or if you play on the easier difficulty, you can just die as many times as you want. One, that's just me. One little feature I think is nice is that if you do end up dying, I think it's if you do end up having a bit of a hard time, you can actually switch to the kind of easier difficulty temporarily, and so that you won't end up at the beginning of the stage if you die that final time, which is helpful because I think it's nice to play on at least that medium difficulty. If you want to do that, that'll let you kind of experience that difficulty, but then have a fallback. That's right, it was the attack.
And it's always nice to give people options when it comes to difficulty. And
Yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
sure. Like having that extra, you know, little lever to pull. Which of the bosses revealed so far has been your favorite? That's a really good question.
A perilous cavern that extends
I really like
far underground.
Well, I know a lot.
Peculiar noises are said to
she's pretty
screech out
great.
from deep within.
She's very unique.
Those unfortunate enough to hear them
Anyway,
meet
it's
their
gonna be at that
untimely
point,
demise
kind
soon
of
after.
Feel a bit
What's
more.
you can feel the presence.
Yeah.
Ever so
Interesting isn't
similar,
quite as it seems.
yet ever so
Exactly.
It's the underworld, so obviously, but
yourself.
like, there's a lot more going on.
Expect a violent encounter should it stand in your way. Evade the piercing cacophony as you traverse into the abyss. Seek out the keystone.
Good
that
text. I
you
wonder who
require.
translated that.
Good text, good acting. These guys know what they're doing. Oh no. You have to go down the hole. Ah.
Yeah. Ah. Safe this time.
Maybe I can get that. Yeah, nice double jump. Yeah, we'll take a look at the upgrades. Only got a couple of these gems, but I got 3 of the blue ones. Interesting. So yeah, some of these are upgrades to your different animal skills. The Chihuahua damages the enemies. That's great. But yeah, I like trying to stick to the feline form. I think I need one. I like the extra lives. Yeah, I need one more red gem for that one. I guess getting your stamina consumption down is actually pretty good too. Being able to use that shadow pass more. Ooh,
I feel
get the
like
moose
kind of
upgrade.
the
I
key
need more.
upgrades at the start is stuff like the extra lives, your stamina, and then extra length when you use Shadow Pass.
Ooh, yeah. Extra distance on that?
Yeah.
Ah, that one, yeah. I really need those red gems. It's a really cool looking stage. The backgrounds are so animated.
Yeah, again, like that cutout style is just like really.
That the couch is in tatters.
I'm trying to think of like other examples where I've seen that sort of art style before, and it doesn't really. Nothing really comes to mind.
I feel like it was very popular
It's kind of
in like the PS2 era.
I
I mean, obviously, I think the example is Parappa the Rapper.
Ah,
Right?
right.
Or they literally were just like 2D cutouts in the
Yeah.
3D environment, which was really cool looking. And there were a few other games that kind of played with that. Rakuga Kids is one that I think about as a treasure brawler on the PS1, I think it was. Where, yeah, again, like it's like a Super Smash Bros. Game where you're all drawings. But those are, yeah.
Just trying to bust out the niche games here.
Yeah, it's a treasure, but they're not that niche, right? You're getting bodied with quills, though. Yeah, like as far as like 2D, I mean, like those stand out because they're 3D games that have a 2D art style.
Yeah.
Like, you know, again, like, you know, Okami is pretty famous for having that kind of painted calligraphy ink look, kind of style to it. Let's stick with the cat. So I'm spending my hope points here to remain feline. I don't have that many, so I have to mash it.
Yeah. Getting button mashing.
Okay, give me one more before I go human mode. That's right. The Anteater stops time. I don't know the animal lore behind that one. Why does the Anteater stop time?
I think it's just like the scary pose.
Oh, that's right.
The P pose.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. T poses on you. Oh my goodness. It's just horrifying. You could always die any moment.
Right.
I don't have to attack. You can just kind of crawl around. Avoid things. Just safe here. Just in case.
I like how it's a chainsaw as well, just because. So you were saying earlier that you hadn't heard about, you knew about Lyrebird, but you hadn't really known about it in detail.
Yeah.
So actually, when I was doing the translation, I went immediately onto, what was it, National Geographic, and I was watching some videos, and it's just like, they generally just can like replicate chainsaw sounds and stuff like that as well.
That's crazy.
And it's insane.
That, I kind of want to hear that.
And the reason they can do that is because like, they hear the chainsaws from when people are like cutting down the trees to like modernized forests and stuff like that.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
The time
That's really messed up.
So, why are you running?
Cats, man. Anteaters actually do T-pose.
And they hug
I
so
think
hard they can kill other animals. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay. So let's to get the little bonus area. Scary, horrifying bonus area.
That was close.
So I guess it kind of sounds like that. Girl.
Yeah.
The cat. I think the cat poop scene is in the tutorial, which I did before the stream. Oh gosh, what is it this time? Lasers?
Why not?
Yeah. Laser beams? That's messed up. Oh goodness, what? That's a cool. Alright. I'll accept my fate this time. I'll show off a little bit of the humanoid action.
I bet where it just like grays out gets me every single time.
Yeah, right.
Perhaps the sin. This humanoid.
Yeah, I'm bad. That's fine. But now I'm bad.
Bad. AWS.
Yeah. To get infinite jumping. Oh, sorry, I can't actually go in the lunar passages anymore.
I think that's like one of the most interesting parts when it comes to switching between feline and humanoid mode.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Like, you just suddenly have to change your entire approach.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. You gotta fight everything.
Yeah.
No, this was essentially two entirely different ways you tackle the stages. And you could, if you wanted to, just go out in that kind of hub world and die until you transform, and just fight your way through each stage. It's totally going backwards. Totally, an option you have.
I think games are gigs that are like a good amount of replay value as well.
Oh yeah.
Where you can just redo the entire game in a completely different way pretty much.
Oh, for sure. What was that?
There we go.
Yeah, like these, when you're the feline, you can always get past these barriers, but
you need to brute force it.
right, you don't have the option anymore. I think those guys seem to be bigger jerks when you're a humanoid.
Yeah.
Some health.
Is it possible to beat this game without dying? I mean, if you're really good, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, like even the hardest achievement, which would be beating the game on the hardest difficulty without ever transforming, you still at least get 3 or 4 lives. I think you even get to hard mode. You might not get to reset them at all, but you might get to reset them at least once. I'm not sure. Yeah, they don't ask you to beat the entire game without dying.
Yeah.
That would be you could challenge yourself to it. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, we got the wheel now.
Yeah, I forgot my dashes weren't invincible anymore.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a big one. All right. I'm gonna use that on the boss.
Yeah, this is like one of the strongest skills in the game, very much.
Oh yes, this is another part that would be way easier if you were
Yeah.
the cat, because you just dash through everything.
Uh-oh. Oh. Stopped right there.
Just a little bit. Okay. No. Nice. Alright, here we go. Stewart.
My imitations are spot on, right? Ah, but that ain't the only amazing thing about me. I used to be a regular old bird, you know? But everything changed when I got this body. Now my imitations turn into reality. You got an earful on the way here, right?
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff!
Sure.
Oh, excitement's what it's all about. I ain't even care about the real world anymore. I'm gonna have a blast anywhere I go, so long as my voice has got this kind of power. How about you? You having as much of a blast as I am?
I like how sick of everything Coolon sounds,
what's the
especially
deal?
in
Yeah, right.
humanoid
You from
mode. It's just like,
Dollsville or
right, shut up,
something?
let's get this over with.
Guess there's only one reason for someone as lame as you to come all the way down here. It's 'cause my voice is just to die for, ain't it? Literally! Yeah!
Alright, good luck.
Amazing.
Yeah!
Do it.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, that's pretty satisfying. I guess I can. That's wrong. I should be pretty good there. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna let me get the energy back. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Damn.
That's horrifying.
Good going.
Alright.
Cool game over here.
Dead. Got the bird gem. Alright. We'll go for a reset and let you give it a try.
I would appreciate the reset,
Yeah.
because I'm going to die a lot.
Yeah. Give you a chance. I believe on hard you can't reset. Yeah, I think you only get one chance.
Yeah.
Throughout the game. See, I guess you could die a maximum. I guess, and you can also resist the change. So you might be able to die quite a few times even on hard and maintain feline form
Only 3 remain.
once you get really good.
Yeah.
And you know, probably a couple times through the game when you kind of see what's coming. Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
So yeah, so for Moana, you want to go north, I believe.
North.
Yes.
I need to familiarize myself with
Yeah.
buttons.
Yeah. Take your time.
So, jump.
can't find some more gems and get some upgrades.
So that's the shadow part. Alright. So you said north, right?
What's that?
You said to go north.
Yeah. So yeah, the corpses becoming flowers, I think, is something that happens when things die when you're a feline. I don't know if they do that when you're humanoid. I actually haven't noticed. Usually when I'm humanoid, I'm just kind of flailing a bit more.
Yeah, as far as I remember, I think it's mainly when you're in feline form.
Yeah. It's definitely pretty noticeable there because time, stops. In those situations, I didn't. I guess it just depends.
It might be a case of.
Turtle.
I think it's like the mid bosses and stuff like that. Like they'll turn into the flowers.
So there's flowers in there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually really annoyed about that death because I did press the button, but it was just too late.
Yeah. You're watching the right monitor. A laggy one.
Yeah.
It hits me sometimes.
I'm not even sure if I'm doing the right radio.
Who's gonna get an Umbraclaw tattoo? Yeah, I mean it's very kind of I don't know. It's an arty art style.
Ah.
Oh,
that's cheeky. That is cheeky.
Now you got the Mayfly though. That'll help.
Yeah.
And that's the privation.
I do kind of like how if you do die, it just like auto kills a lot of the enemies around you, so you don't need to worry about it.
Okay, it's not that one.
It's not that one.
It's not that one. I think that's Galvin.
Oh yeah, this is where we came before, isn't it?
Yeah. I think
you can
go
back.
I think if you press start, and then you have to exit the game. I think. And go back to the title screen. Just a moment.
Sorry about that.
No, it should bring you back. If you quit mid-stage and you restart, it should bring you back to the hub with the progress you had. No worries.
Back to that.
Yeah, because you can do those in any order you want. But we're trying to show off. We gotta show everybody Moana. Yeah, so right for when you defeated Stuart.
That's handy.
Gives you the title drop too. Just so you don't forget what game you're playing. So there's no, the title isn't actually on the title screen. Kind of think of it. So. There.
That's it.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Before.
I think you're gonna have to go up there.
Fucking actually. Yeah.
You can jump and shadow pass over to the other side. Yeah.
Ah, I navigated it. Over this side, so I need to get past this guy.
Yeah. I mean, you can like shadow pass and jump. I think. Well, okay, that's one way.
Technically, you can. Just kind of do it force it.
Yeah.
That should be the right way to go now.
I think so. There's a way to go.
That was close.
There we go. On your way now. But yeah, like, so I want to do some more streams. We have been so busy lately. We've announced like I think 2 or 3 games in the past month.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's just we're very busy. Yeah, that is correct. We're in
You have
deep in
reached
development
the
on
Spirit
card on
Springs.
CL.
Spiritual power bursts forth endlessly from fountains connected to the
We'll have
land's
some more
spirit
news for that
veins.
pretty soon, I think.
Think of it as the Soul Plane's geyser of sorts.
Ooh.
Some fountains spew searing hot energy, while others freeze up almost instantly. Pay attention to which ones will assist you in your climb. Be wary of the fiends that lie in wait, too, as they shan't hesitate to send you back to the depths. What's more, you feel a presence ever so similar, yet ever so different to yourself. Expect a violent encounter should it stand in your way. This time may prove to be a very one-sided encounter, however.
Interesting.
Fend off the fiends that await you. Utilize the bursts of spiritual power to reach the top and seek out the keystone that you require.
Alright. Let's make a bet. If I die on the way, then my pay gets docked 50%.
That's pretty brutal. Like the frozen sprite. I mean, do you have any confidence you could make it?
Nope. Absolutely zero. So I'm guessing.
I think you can ride the
right, so you can ride it before it freezes up, I'm guessing.
There you go.
There we go. And these ones definitely can't touch.
I think they're like, yeah, that's probably
50% pay cut.
Yeah. Rip. An extra 50% every other time you die.
I'll end up with nothing by the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Every stage just has its own unique atmosphere and approach and stuff like that. So
they're all really different.
Lots of cool platforming elements and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs that too, because when you're the feel like one, that's all pretty much all you have is the platforming.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was important to nail that aspect of it. Make sure it's challenging. Whoa! Spicy.
You can tell a pirate here because I've shadow passed these times.
Yeah. It is a nice panic button, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you've got something with iframes, it's just like anything happens, you just mash that button pretty much.
Yeah. And it's really generous too, because like even if you land on top of something, you're still invincible for enough time to go like, oh crap, and press the button again.
Yeah. And now they're starting to get tricky with the...
Yeah, that was gonna happen there. They put that right exactly in the arc of that attack. Whoa!
Ah! Oh, nice.
That was a good recovery.
Yeah. I think my survival instincts just kicked in there.
Right.
I'm trying to judge the situation.
I was pressing it as well. Perfect comedic timing. You couldn't have planned that any better.
I think I just have a natural talent for entertainment through being bad at games.
I will say there's definitely a good slapstick element to playing as the cat. Just like you stick your nose out and you'd immediately bopped.
I was saying like how it's not as bad if you judge the situation, try to assess the situation and stuff like that. I try to do exactly that and just like, nah.
I mean, you could try.
I wasn't sure if that... Aha! I completely forgot about that. I'm going to stay in cat form one time.
Longer.
I'm not actually sure if I can go through here. Right now.
Is this not a room with like rising lava or something? Or is it just...
I think it's just like... Yeah, here we go.
Secret cat passage.
Oh wait, I think that's just to go through here.
Okay. Yeah, too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot to handle.
That's just like an instant death area, pretty sure, so let's see if I can go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure I could go to the right here as well. Yeah.
Can you match out of that?
You what?
Can you match out of that?
I'm not sure actually. I'll try it if it happens again.
Classic video game trope of struggling out of the ice block. Oh, what happened there?
So, one thing you can do with the elephant skill as well is you can actually turn off that slowdown when it prompts you to catch the bullets and stuff like that. So, if that does prove to be distracting, then it's something you can do.
That's right, yeah, you can't turn that stuff off. Interesting, that's helpful. Upgrade.
Actually, yeah, let's see if I can. I don't think I picked up that
quite a few. Yeah.
We just stand up on something.
You get extra distance on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can't use shadow pass anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the maps is going to be really helpful, I think. As you probably going to need to make like a few passes through the game, but as you want to find stuff, unlocking those maps.
Let's just go for this now.
I already have that one.
Oh, you already got that one?
Okay.
I don't think I have enough. Oh yeah, I do.
It's not bad.
Let's go with that.
You even have the Chihuahua right now? That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Chihuahua's great anyway.
It's an example of what you can get.
Boop.
This is really good right now.
Yeah, is there an elephant up there? Oh, you just want to turn off that slow down? Ah, there you go.
Yeah. It's kind of distracting me, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, that's
Hard mode. You can still use it.
I'm starting to get used to not having shadow pass.
Oh yeah, no, it's a different ball game.
Bullet spam.
Yeah. It works, it works. Nice about adding into it stuns a little bit.
Yeah. Cheeky scene.
Cat time.
Don't give me that. Oh no, I'm a hostage look.
There you go.
Fond memories.
Yeah.
Double kill.
That's really one of the hardest stages so far.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to... I know for a fact that one of these is just going to lead me right to my death.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the right hand side.
Take your pick.
Let's see how my luck fares. Oh, not bad. That was actually worked out.
That left one would have been rough.
Yeah. Should be us.
Behold, Through the tummy to the soul. Yes, yes, that's it. Feel the power, my feline friend. The energy bestowed unto thee shall grant you salvation in times of hardship. Probably. Nothing like a little bit of roleplay.
That's great.
Yeah, there's a good amount of those sort of funny moments in between all of it to kind of keep you going.
No way! Not another monster! Oh, I hate this place so much! There's monsters out to get me wherever I run! Why do you have to chase me all the way here? I didn't do anything to deserve this! Actually, that's not true. I did kill myself. I know I'm the worst, throwing my life away like that, but even still, this is too much! Say something, will you? I think I'm starting to understand what you monsters are saying, and it's just terrible! Come on! Can't you at least tell me why you want to kill me? What's with this body of mine? Why do I look like you monsters now? Why do I understand what you're all saying? What does it matter if there's a way back to the real world? There's no way I can return looking like this. I'd never make it either. I mean, I'm just... Huh? What was I in the first place? It's over. I don't even remember who or what I was anymore. Whatever. Do your thing, monster. Kill me. I don't have it in me to live like this. If I can't go back home, then I'm better off dead. Just kill me already!
There you go.
Alright.
Alright, we'll call it here for today, but I wanted you to at least see that.
Yeah.
Give a little taste of the Umbraclaw story.
Lots
Some
of
of the
hints
characters.
just in that.
Yeah, right.
one little scene
That's a
there.
pretty big one. But yeah, that is Umbraclaw. I hope everyone enjoyed that look beyond the demo. But yeah, we do have a demo available already on the Switch if you want to check that out. We're hoping to get some more out soon. Hopefully, we'll to announce that in a little bit. But yeah, if anyone else is, if you're interested in the game, check out on the official website. We'll have pre-orders up before too long as well. It'll be out on May 30th for $24.99 US dollars, but we'll have some pre-order and launch discounts depending on the platform as well. So get in there early, get the pre-orders, get ready for launch, and hope you enjoy. But yeah, that's Umbraclaw. We also have some other exciting games to talk about because we've been so busy. They have Gunvolt Records, which has finally finished for now its DLC campaigns. So you can get the base game. This is the Gunvolt series' first rhythm music game. The base game is available on pretty much every platform you can imagine. For $14.99, comes with 15 songs. And we have, I think 28 more DLC songs you can pick and choose from. They come in packs of 4, so you can get up to 43 songs total. But it's a lot of fun, especially if you're a Gunvolt fan. I think you'll really enjoy seeing that music in a new light. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. It's nice to get a nice introductory price at $14.99, and then if you want to expand it, you can do exactly that. And then just a few weeks ago, we shadow dropped a new puzzle game. We have Puzzmix, which is a puzzle game starring Lola from the Gunvolt series. It's combine the Lola pods into bigger Lola pods and even bigger Lola pods. until they burst out the top and make you cry, sort of game. But yeah, we've got it's a fun little, pretty reasonably priced diversion at $3.99. But it's got a bunch of Lola songs in there you can unlock. 19 in total, including Sparkling Elation, which is a new song for the game, which is also available on Gold Vault Records as DLC. I will note. But yeah, Puzzmix is out on Switch and Steam right now for $3.99. It will be out. Oh, sorry, I think today actually comes out on PlayStation 4 and 5 as well. And then in about 1 month, almost exactly, it'll be on Xbox Series S and X, so everybody will have the chance to pop little Lola pods, make them go flying.
Definitely one of those games that just kind of steals your time before you know it, pretty much.
Yeah, right. I was waiting for the Steam version. I picked that up and played a little bit. Yeah, it's like you'll get really into it. Yeah, very quickly. And yeah, you can even compete for high scores on the leaderboards. I think probably some people have been doing already. So it's just a little fun. But probably after Umbraclaw, our next big release will be Card on Ciel. It's card on Ciel. Card on Ciel, as in like the French word for rainbow. Arc-en-Ciel, I'm told. This is the title of our new card battling RPG. It's a full-fledged RPG. You're going to be battling through different virtual video game universes in a deck building adventure with over 300 unique character cards. You'll be deploying in battle, and 50 vocal songs. One of the key elements of the gameplay is invoking the muses and their power to increase your combo power on the cards you play each turn. So it's really exciting. We had a demo at PAX East. People really enjoy it, I think. Lots of people asking when it's coming out. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to announce that before too long, but we don't have a release date just yet. We just showed it off for the first time. We got a little teaser trailer up on our YouTube if you want to check it out. We have a lot to talk about that one. That will be coming up before you know it. But yeah, that's all the stuff we have announced recently. If you have any final burning questions, we've got a couple more minutes. Till then, we'll chat a little bit. Yep. What do you enjoy working on lately?
I mean, Card on Ciel has been quite the mammoth project.
Yeah,
but
yeah, definitely.
In a fun way, like, I refrain from saying too much right now, just because we'll have so much time to talk about it later, but it's been, compared to other stuff I've worked on, a very unique challenge, just in terms of the way I've had to approach everything. But again, we can leave that discussion for later, when we can actually talk about it in more detail.
For sure, all the details we have announced already, just like having 300 plus cards. I mean, that's cards, and then like almost all of them I think have like different characters on them.
Yeah.
And each of those characters, like they all like talk and stuff. I think it's it draws a lot of comparisons to something like Slay the Spire, I think. But in those games, usually like I feel like the cards are like there's like swords and daggers and potions and stuff on the cards. But in Card on Ciel, they're all characters, and so they'll all talk. It's a lot of talking.
10 or so cards where they're more like a sort of generic, you can just use this card sort of thing, but other than that, the rest are like just full-on characters pretty much.
Yeah, and even those cards are generally created by using a character card, right? At least from what I saw in the demo, like, one character will make you a couple like, gunshot cards or something like that. But it's all the character cards who go in your deck. And then there are some like swords, but they're like people. Yeah. they talk. Of course, because that's the kind of influence that goes into making those the different video game worlds. Like,
Yeah.
some of them are, you know, are video game influenced, some of them more anime influenced. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for people to take a look at it.
Yeah.
It's
also helped that. Sorry for interrupting you. Andrew here is a very big card gamer as well. So having that sort of knowledge to back up anything that I'm not too familiar with has also been pretty helpful.
Yeah, right. Like the director is really into these kind of roguelike deck building card games. And so he's taken influence from a lot of different places, and a lot of that has very specific terminology, I think people expect. And so definitely, if you're not familiar with it, it could be a little challenge. But thankfully, we're a team, so we get out there together.
Yeah, make it as authentic as possible, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. I think accuracy definitely helps. Like, you know, it's when it's card effects, I think especially.
Yeah.
I think, you know, when you have like an action game or something, like, and you just have to describe an attack. Like, accuracy's not so important because you'll just use it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like in a card game, like it can be really frustrating if something doesn't work the way you expect.
Yeah.
So I think it takes just a little bit of extra care to make sure everything is communicated as clearly as possible. And then, of course, being a translation from Japanese to English, of course, we're restrained on our character counts and the amount of space we have to fit on those cards. So that is always, a challenge, but it's been good so far.
Working out.
Good. Yeah, it's like we're deep in recording voices and stuff too. So I think people got to hear some in that first teaser trailer, some of our English voices. And we're going for a full English dub. So that's another thing to look forward to. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's just about all the time we have today. I really appreciate everybody coming out and watching our stream. We'll do some more pretty soon. We'll have some more stuff to talk about for Umbraclaw, definitely over the next month before release. And then beyond that, we'll have lots of things to talk about this year. So I hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and you tune in next time. We have our very somber theme song for Umbraclaw here in the background. Very appropriate one to go out on. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope everyone else out there has a good night or a good day. Probably good night, but you have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Easy.